Here we are again with another Life According to RedEagle. It's Monday, July 31st. And I want to preface everything I'm about to say with I had some things that I had really been on my mind all day and made notes and everything, but something else came up. And before I get into the video, I want you to know that I'm not angry. I'm just very passionate about this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I seen this in me in the beginning of my spiritual walk. Being ex-military, the thing that I remember the most was that they stripped us down of civilian life and thinking and way of being and everything else, and it took somewhat of a shock therapy, so to speak, in order to get us into the military mentality. So what this video is going to do is to help get some of you, hopefully a lot of you, out of the ego way of thinking, the old way of thinking, and taking those old tapes that are running bullshit in your head and stop it. Okay, so what it is about is on Facebook and even in my personal life, there are people who, are constantly asking for prayer. They're constantly asking for energy and they want help and all this other stuff. They're not willing to pay for it, but if it's on Facebook, whatever, it doesn't matter. But when they still, it's like every week or every other day or every third day or whatever, it's like they have no connection, they have no life, so they're trying to connect with people. I get that, but guess what? I'm not a fucking enabler, okay? And neither should you be. There's no reason to enable people. Look, everybody that knows me personally knows that have empathy because I'm an empath, but I'm also compassionate for where people are. And I'll give you a prime example. And you might say that I'm a hard-hearted son of a bitch, but I'm going to tell you exactly what happened this past year. My daughter, that I hadn't seen in over 20 years, and I came together last year because of my grandmother's death. And 3 times she had threatened suicide. And on the 3rd time, I finally said, you know what? Every soul has its own destiny, and you have to choose that for yourself. I'm here for you if you want me, but don't keep threatening this bullshit just to get attention. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're trying to do whatever they can to get people to enable them just to get attention because they're in a place where they need to be helped out of it, but they have to make the choice to do it. And so with that being said, they're kind of like in this mentality of hope. I don't like hope. I don't even believe in hope. You know why? Because hope is like, oh my goodness, I wish this would happen. I hope this will happen. Will it happen for me? How pathetic is that? And the person that you're looking at in this video used to be that way. And then through certain circumstances and people in my life, they finally told me to get my head out of my ass. And that's what I'm telling you. Because you have to have faith. You know what faith is? Faith is, you know what? Fuck it. I got this. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to go through to the other side and make it work. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to make it through it. This too shall pass. My grandmother used to say that all the time. It used to piss me off, man. It's like, oh, you don't understand where I'm at. My grandmother would be like, this too will pass. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So there was always someone in my life that, things that would echo in my mind. And that was one of them. This too shall pass. So you have to decide on where you want to live. You want to live in love. Love conquers all. That's who you are as a spiritual being, and you want to live in strength. Or you want to live in fear, which is your ego. in this reality with all the bullshit that's going through your brain. You got to get rid of that shit because it's weakness. What does ego stand for? Edging God out. You know what I mean? God is a source, is your connection with your true self. So, look, everything I'm saying is I'm honest, and I'll say what's needed in the moment, and that's what this video is about. So, for all of you people that constantly bitch, moan, and complain, get your head out of your ass, quit your bitching and whining, and get the shit out of your head. If you want to know how to do that, seek out people like myself or other life coaches, spiritual advisors that can help you do that. But you have to be serious about it. You have to do the work. You're an infinite spiritual being. You're a spark of the infinite divine creator. You have this access to a perpetual internal heritage of what you always were. You just have to get back to it. But seriously, stop the fucking whining. Get off of Facebook. Connect with people face to face. And if they tell you, and you know that you're just being too much of a whiner, if they don't want to hang around with you, that's a fucking clue, okay? The only constant here is not people that don't love you or don't want to help you, but think about it. If you're going to sit there and whine and bitch, moan, and complain all the time, and not help yourself, what? Who wants to stick around that? Seriously, it finally got to me. Everything that I put out in that negativity and that whining and wanting people to enable me for a certain period of my life, and it's like, well, fuck, nobody wants to stick around. Nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to help me out. That's because I was only worried about me. And that's what you're doing. You're a selfish, narcissistic son of a bitch. Because all you do is care about yourself. Why don't you just refocus, turn around 360 degrees or 180 degrees, whatever it is, and then say, you know what? What can I do for you? What's going on in your life? Can I be a shoulder for you to lean on? You need somebody to listen? There's always somebody worse off than you. And you know what? I've lived it. All right? I've been out of work. I've been kicked out of a house. A woman threw all my shit in the front lawn. Police came and fucking threatened to throw me in jail. I lived out of my truck because I couldn't afford cigarettes. I would sit there and go in front of a grocery store and pick half-smoked cigarettes out just to smoke them. I would pick garbage, food out of garbage, half-eaten food that nobody else wanted because they didn't appreciate what they had, but it fed me. I've been homeless. I know what it's like. I've been in places where I was too proud to ask for help. And maybe that's what this video is all about. Instead of you whining and you're crying and asking for prayers and asking for energy and intentions and all this other shit, you need to step up, stand on your own goddamn 2 feet and say, you know what? I need some direction in my life. I need some help. That's what I did. I'm being real here, okay? Because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to use all of my personal life experience to help somebody else get through the bullshit that they're going. I love all of you. I love life. I love all of life. I really do. But sometimes you need a little shock therapy to open your fucking eyes and teach you about what you should be grateful for. That you're not living in a goddamn truck. You're not living on the streets in the middle of February, right after your birthday, when it's below freezing, and you're wondering if you have enough gas to stay warm that night. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the fucking membership card. You have to man up. You have to find the courage and the strength, and when you're tore down, To that point, that's when you begin to search your soul. And I'm here to tell you, you enter your shadow, you search your soul, and you come out with light. It might not be evident, and it might be a dim light, but it's still a light. It's still there for you. The only one that's going to find it is you. Alright? I'm not going to say please do this and all that other shit. You just need to wake the fuck up. Straight up. I'm not playing games. And that's what makes me good at what I do. I'm a spiritual advisor that can give you options of what you need to look at in your life and make your own free will choices. I can't do it for you. You need to discover what your soul purpose is. You need to figure out that you don't need to lean on anyone else, but you do need their guidance and help to help you get through. And be thankful and grateful for those people that are there for you. And be grateful for the ones that, fuck you over. I've had a few of those too, but they've taught me some valuable lessons, and that was the contract that my soul and their soul had before we incarnated here. And without them, I couldn't be where I am today. So ask yourself, where am I today? Even better yet, where can I be tomorrow? Because the past doesn't exist. You're not going there. As always, I'm going to say, dare to dream. But get your fucking head out of your ass. Learn to laugh, learn to dance, and learn how to dream. Don't worry about all the bullshit. Pick your fights. Because the biggest fight you got going on right now is your ego. I could go on, but I think you got the message. Alright? Listen. Put out my love and my energy to you that are hearing this right now for the first time, because you need it. What's awesome is that it's going to be on Facebook, it's going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be there for whoever needs this. And that's what I'm here for. Alright, thanks. I'll catch you tomorrow.